so I think we're gonna try another one of these daily vlog kind of things. I just was set up here to film a cookbook review. I don't know if that'll go up before this vlog or after, but I wanted to give you a little tour. We just redid the kitchen wall. I had like a big canvas up here, but I needed somewhere to put my spices. So actually my mom's neighbor made this gorgeous spice rack for me out of cedar. As you can tell, like, I had a spice rack. This was the set I got when we got married, and I quickly expanded from that. This is only part of the rest of my spices. I haven't completely moved in yet, but as cooking from scratch and liking to do a lot of international dishes and learning to do different flavors and stuff, I really found that the traditional spice rack wasn't big enough. So I scoured Pinterest for lots of different ideas, like doing it in a drawer, but I didn't want to give up one of my drawers, and it looked like it wasn't really going to help very much with space. And then I found like these giant spice racks on Etsy, but my mom's neighbor is a woodworker, and he was able to do it because shipping on one of these would be kind of high. But if you're looking for something like this, just Google wood spice rack on Etsy. Or maybe you could commission my mom's neighbor, but shipping, like I said, if you're not here in Northwest Arkansas, would probably make it not that worth it. And then he gave it to us. We asked for it raw so we could finish it ourselves, and we used wood wax stain. Here, let me actually show that to you. That's probably gonna be one of my favorite things for the month. Oh, it got put in the closet. It's been sitting out all this time, and now I'm not gonna be able to find it. So maybe I won't be showing that to you right now, but you will get to see it in my monthly favorites video, because not only did we stain this spice rack, but I also restained my wood desk in my office. So I'm wanting everything to be the same jars eventually, but for right now this is just what it is. Then we have the mug collection is, can I point this in the right direction? The mug collection isn't new, but that's been hanging there. So this wouldn't fit with the big canvas that we had from Hobby Lobby. Is that in focus? Sorry, you guys. This is a really big spice rack. I don't know if you can tell how big it is in the video because I can't point it very well, but it wouldn't fit with what we had before. Meanwhile, I found this beauty at Cracker Barrel, which I'm a little bit addicted to. I love how it looks like, maybe one day as I practice vlogging, I'm gonna learn to point this thing in the right direction. They look like vintage rolling pins, and I've needed somewhere to hang. This is an apron that my mama made me that looks like a Union Jack, and here's one she made me that's like a 1950, whoops, I am totally not pointing that in the right direction. Star Wars, kind of a 1950s type shape. And these were in the laundry room, so I kind of never used them because they were out of sight, out of mind. So I hope, like, having these hanging here, they'll be easier to grab when I'm baking or something. And then this is a beautiful tea towel that one of my friends gave me, or gave us rather, for our wedding, because we have a rather London Star Wars themed kitchen here. I'm gonna actually turn the camera so I can point where I need to show you the rest. So this is a cutting board with my mama's pound cake recipe, and I can put a link to the YouTube, not the YouTube, the Etsy shop where I got that below. This was a sample. It was going to be one of their awards for the Project Stir Kickstarter, if you know about that. But now I have one for myself. This was another. This is Mama's chicken dumpling recipe, and it was hand lettered by Random Olive. I'll put a link to her website below. I love having this on the wall. And then let me scoot back here behind the kitchen table. This is a beautiful cross stitch that my sister did for me when we visited Anne Hathaway's cottage in Stratford upon Avon, and they sell these beautiful cross stitch pieces, kits, and she did this one for me. And I don't know how much detail this is gonna pick up, but this was her first ever cross stitch. Now my first ever cross stitch was super simple, so I can't even imagine trying to do this as a first cross stitch. But before it was just kind of down on a shelf, and now it's up on the wall so we can appreciate it better. And then at the same time that we were at Stratford upon Avon, I picked up this. Let's see if I can get the reflection off. This is a vintage photograph of Anne Hathaway's. That's the actual cottage in 1892. And girls collecting water from the stream. So I love having the vintage photo, which was actually in another room of the house. And then this is here. Then I have Mama's recipe and my mama's pound cake recipe. I cannot talk. My aprons and tea towel and spice rack, and then we've got my everyday tea mugs there. So let me turn this around. Oh wait, and so this is a corner cabinet. It was also my mom's. Some of my shorter cookbooks are here, and then I have some oregano drying. Let's see if that will show up. I really need to take this down and pick some more because the garden is getting a little bit out of control. I don't know if you can tell from that. And then I have a lot of my other stuff kind of crammed in here. Different teapots and such. This glass looks like it might need cleaned. So anyway, sorry, turning around, completely random, but this is Nathan actually got all of this up on the wall for me last night. This one was really heavy, the spice rack, so I was a little bit worried about that, but he's got it up there really strong. I'm super excited to get to use that and to get all of my herbs out, so half of them aren't in the pantry, and I'm kind of like, where is this, where is that, and buying duplicates and triplicates of things, but I can't because I can't find them. So I got this vlog done. Now I've got to run some few good grammar, Sarah. I'm gonna run a few errands, and I'm gonna attempt to take you along with me today. Actually, before I go, I'm gonna make lunch, so I might show you that, and then we will be on our way. Dropped off a few boxes at the thrift shop, so I came in to look around. Let's see what we can find. Erranding complete, so now I'm out here at Crystal Bridges, and it's supposed to be raining today, but it's not raining yet, so I'm gonna enjoy the outside a little bit. So I'm running out of batteries, so that's gonna be about it for the day, but I'm just gonna be sitting around here sketching and reading and maybe wandering around looking at the art. One day I'll bring you back for a tour of the permanent collection, but I didn't realize my battery was so low, but I have recorded like 4 vlogs this week, so that's probably why. Most of them were the indoor type, but this was a fun little adventure vlog, and I hope to be doing more of these. Let me know what micro adventures you've been having in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!